The man accused of murdering a Chicago police officer, Andrés Vásquez Lasso, took the stand today to testify in his own defense. Our Sabrina Franza is live for us on this. And Sabrina, that accused killer answered questions for hours, not only from his attorneys, but from prosecutors as well.
Marie, he did, and he talked a lot about his previous interactions with the police, which he says were overwhelmingly negative. Right now, prosecutors are going back through each of those instances that he detailed and bringing witnesses that were there at the time of those incidents to explain what police were doing there in the first place. Now, the fear that he says he felt because of all of those interactions were part of the reason why he says he ran from police when his girlfriend called 911. Questioned by his own lawyer, defendant Stephen Montano said shooting and killing Chicago police officer Andrés Vásquez Lasso was, quote, a reaction out of pure fear. He added, I just turned around and shot without thinking. Back on March 1st, 2023, Montano's then 37-year-old girlfriend called 911 because she and Montano were having an argument. Officer Andrés Vásquez Lasso responded to help officers on the scene of that domestic call. Montano testified that he jumped out of the window of the house he shared with his girlfriend and her 7 children when cops arrived. He says he had a gun with him, testifying he, quote, felt like I was running for my life at that point. His defense team outlined multiple incidents when he says he had a negative interaction with police officers prior to this fatal shooting, including a time his father was pulled over and he says officers swarmed the car, and another incident where Montano was later charged for resisting arrest. On cross-examination, he said the gun he used at the time of the murder, quote, just happened to fall into my possession. He said he heard a voice telling him to stop as he was running towards a playground nearby, and that voice caused him to pull out his gun, even though he said he didn't know it was a police officer yelling. The prosecution asked if he believed that officers would still have shot him if he had put his hands in the air, considering they were in the middle of a grammar school campus. The defendant said yes. Now, we also learned that charge for resisting arrest was later dropped. Now, prosecutors, they have to prove without a reasonable doubt to the jury that this was, in fact, murder. So they are right now committing their rebuttal, going through those different witnesses, as we mentioned, Marie, and justifying each of the interactions that Stephen Montano had with police. After that, we still have to do jury instructions, and then closing arguments. The jury will then deliberate to reach a verdict here. We're live outside the Cook County Criminal Courthouse. Sabrina Franza, CBS News, Chicago.
Sabrina, thank you for walking us through the latest.